The assisted suicide issue is a complete and total scam at the moment. It's actually a scandal. So there's three bills trying to be put through, right? There's one in the Scottish Parliament which they voted on quite a bit ago on the first motion, right? But then there's this Kim Leadbeater one, right, in the House of Commons, which the news is paying attention to, right, and drawing attention to with the protests. But then there's another one by Lord Falconer as well that got introduced into the Lords, and it's not Kim Leadbeater's, it's a different one, right, which hasn't got as much attention. But if you search, it's actually in the search results, right? So there's three. Now, these type of bills have been tried before. It was this Lord Joffe who introduced them, but he's passed away now, or tried to start getting them through. So it's not something that's just suddenly popped up. It's not like Kim Leadbeater just had the idea or someone approached her and someone's been asking her to do it. The government have been trying to get it through for a long time, but actually without success. Now, they're being very clever about this. They've got they're trying to get kick as many balls at the net as they can, so the goalie can't possibly save it, right? And what they're doing is that there's also two campaign groups. There's a main one called Care Not Killing, and then there's another one called Not Dead Yet. Now, the Not Dead Yet website does not have a petition, but you can upload a voice message, right? And it seems a very strange website. I mean, to me, it doesn't look like it's going very passionately. I've seen a lot of people campaigning outside Parliament when they've had these debates, right? But campaigning for and against both sides. The Liberal Democrats are really behind this because I think it's an Ed Davey kind of thing. And Jamie Stone, who's the head of the Petitions Committee chair, he is really behind this. He's even cancelled his own surgery to go to a debate on it, right? Now, the thing is that there's on the Care Not Killing website, they have got a petition. I just tried to sign it, and it wouldn't let me sign it. It was an error. I tried multiple ways to sign it, but it wasn't working. So then I tried to contact them to say that the form's not working, and the contact form's not working, right? So the petition form's not working, the contact form's not working. So I rang up on the telephone, and it was the telephone answering machine message was very overly sensible. I don't know, it's odd. I don't know why I get this feeling, but because the name of the bills are controversial, and because the whole campaign itself is, it's just, it's almost like the name of the bills is like the campaign name or something, you know, and it's as much as about that than the legislation. And if they're doing three of them at the same time, it's going to cause interest in England, Scotland, and, you know, and the Lords, and they're trying to get as much awareness and people behind it as they can. I know that there probably are people genuinely opposed to this, and some of those campaign groups have got to obviously be genuine because they've had people turning up. But the whole thing to me seems like a pantomime. It just the name of the bill and the names of the group and the whole thing, it seems like it's a big game of charades just for the sake of it. Almost kind of like the type of movement that they stirred up the news to get people behind, like, you know, support Ukraine when they had the Ukraine flags everywhere. Kind of like that type of initiative. And it just doesn't seem, there's something about the websites that I don't know. They've just got a gut feeling that there's something odd about it. It's all orchestrated, right? And I think that there's campaign websites, like if the petition form's not working, you know, if the petitions, if the Parliament House of Commons petitions are the ones that has got the signatures and getting the debate right to support it, right, then it seems peculiar that the form for the people who are opposing it isn't working, and the other website wants you to leave a record voice message, like I'm recording a voice message now, right? They want you to submit voice messages, which is kind of strange. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, yeah, there's no wrong about adding voice messages, but you would have thought they would have a petition as well. Maybe they're not doing a petition because the other one is doing a petition, but three bills all at the same time. You've got to really be trying very, very hard, political parties like the Labour and Conservatives, to be trying three at once, the Lords, the Commons and the Scottish Parliament, right? That's not just trying to get a bill through. That is like almost dirty tactics like Keir Starmer's got, with his calling off the local elections so you can't vote Labour out. Because then, if they'd have voted Labour out of the local councils, it wouldn't be local councils and Labour people supporting things like that, petitioning local areas and stuff like that, I'm not saying that that's the reason, but it's just, how desperate are they, or how much PR are they trying to do on this to do? I don't think I've known this could be the first time in history that there are three separate bills trying to achieve more or less the same or similar thing, going through different parliaments at the same time, which means that no one's ever that desperate about getting a law through, right? There's no urgent need for this bill, right? It's a moral dilemma and issue, right? But I think it's a legal argument, and I don't think it's even political debate, right? They must be desperate about it to get it through, this bill. I mean, there are more urgent things like, facing the war, right? Or basically everyone's health, You've got that. There's definitely some kind of ulterior motive behind this bill, or else they won't be going over the top with it, right? And I think that web form on that one of the major websites not working, and the petition form is something to do with it, and the fact that Jamie Ston's cancelling all his appointments to go to the debate that's going to be like supporting it. So it's all peculiar and strange, in my opinion.